Canada's largest police force is now looking for a new leader. Toronto Police Chief Mark Saunders announced his resignation Monday, and now the focus is on who could lead the police forward and help repair relationships with the Black community. Constable Dale Swift is from the Toronto Police. He joins me now. Good morning. Good to have you on the show.
Good morning. Glad to be here. Hi, Lindsey. How are you?
I'm very well. Good to see you. Okay, so looking ahead, what qualities and objectives do you hope the next chief has to move the service forward?
I think it's really establishing really good relationships with our communities, even more so, recognizing what each community needs, and by doing that, by implementing officers in those communities to work with those individuals in those communities, figure what the needs are, and really trying to address that, not just as a police service, but having those other talks with other resources to better help those communities. So and I think the chief or the chief that comes in, he or her, another great quality to do is be at those talks and be at that table with the residents from the community as well, hearing them voice their concerns. I think that would show a lot of leadership and understanding too, and empathy.
Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about body cameras. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a great idea, to be honest.
Do you think it's going to fix anything?
I think it holds us more accountable. I think it's a situation where when things go down and there's speculation, it will help us do our job better. It will, I think, help the community, put them at ease a bit more in regards to our investigations, and probably feel a bit more comfortable as well. So, I mean, if you're a good cop doing good things, you legitimately have nothing to worry about.
What do you find are the challenges of being a Black police officer?
How much time do we have?
Right.
No, I grew up in Toronto housing, and so being a Black officer, it's two worlds that usually don't get along historically. So coming from Toronto housing, having negative interactions with police, having positive interactions with police, once you get out of there and you put this on, it's almost like you have to regain credibility with those communities again, because they see you as an Uncle Tom or a traitor or what have you. So you have to reassure them that you are there for them, and the only way you do that is through consistency. So it's all eyes are always on you and how you are, especially when you're dealing with your own. So I really make sure I take a lot of pride, not only just with individuals, but especially when I'm dealing with other Black individuals from situations that I'm very familiar with. I make sure that they know that I hear them. And it's just being truthful, being honest, having those true talks, transparency. It goes a long way. But it's not always easy.
Yeah, I bet. What has this all been like for you, watching the protests really here, south of the border, all over the world?
It has multiple feelings. I actually saw the video while I was off, and a youth that I used to work with sent it to me, that I do work with sent it to me, and he was like, "Swift, can you speak on this?" And I watched the video, and my first thought was, there's no way this is real. And then when I further watched the video, I was in this place where I was both individuals at the same time, the police officer and George Floyd. And through the whole thing, my heart was racing. And so it was just a very disturbing image to watch, because I knew that wasn't policing, but I knew that if I'm not in uniform, that could be me. So seeing the protests and recognizing, just based on the global impact this has had, it has given Black individuals a louder voice, where it's not just black on white. It has allowed them to speak up globally, but at the same time addressing a human problem, which is racism, which affects everybody.
You know, we talked earlier in the show about the issues surrounding defunding the police. If money were to be diverted from the police budget, where would you like to see it go?
Well, my background is youth mental health. So I think youth mental health is on the rise, and I think a big place they should look is there. And not only with mental health, but I talk and deal with a lot of individuals and a lot of youth that come out of incarceration, and we tell them, go make something better of yourself, but they don't have any resources. So if we actually want to see youth who have made mistakes, who have been incarcerated, get back into the public, we have to set them up for a situation for success. And I think we have failed to do that as a country. And it would make for a better situation if they have those resources to look for it, because if they don't, they tend to go back to what they know.
Constable Dale Swift, we so appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.